Cora, Jackie lives here in Louisville, but writes in with this question that she had you're going to love this, an expunged felony conviction in Pennsylvania. She wants to become a real estate agent here in Louisville. She's wondering in this email, is she automatically disqualified because of the expunged felony conviction? And I should point out, she goes on to say that the judge in the case ordered the restoration of all of her rights and expunged her record after serving probation. That's all she wrote. So the question is, can she become a real estate agent?
Great question. Certainly, Jackie can find out more details on becoming a licensee in the state of Kentucky with the Kentucky Real Estate Commission, and that's krec.ky.gov. But I believe one of those questions in the paperwork that you'll fill out is, have you ever been convicted of a felony? So we want to make sure that we're disclosing properly. There is an FBI background check that will be required in completing your licensing work and submitting your paperwork for approval. What's an interesting case here is that it was expunged. So expunged doesn't necessarily mean that she should conceal that. What if they were to find out and think that she was hiding something, or not being as forthcoming? And certainly honesty and transparency is very important. So, if that were going to come out in a background check, that could work against her if it wasn't disclosed. However, I would certainly disclose it just as you did, Bob, and you did a fabulous way of describing it, in the fact that all of her rights were restored, it was expunged, and ultimately letting the chips fall where they may at that time. I'm not a criminal law practitioner. There are many, many, many qualified practitioners in our area. That may be a great question for them, just regarding the manner in which that felony was expunged, to see, what her disclosure requirements would be. But I'm kind of honesty is the best policy. And just a heads up, I do think that is on the paperwork. Moreover, that background check is going to be there as well. So just because it's expunged from those records here locally or at a state level, would an FBI background check reveal something, or at least notate a status of being expunged? So just be cognizant of that as to whether she wants to, be forthcoming. But I think if she just qualifies it with the details, it will see if it falls in lines with the licensee regulations and requirements.
All of us as realtors have to be FBI fingerprinted and background checked.
Correct.
To become a real estate agent. So there is some level of scrutiny that goes on.